90-Day Fiancé. The Other Way Season 6 has a total of 6 couples, and here's revealing which of them are still together after the show. The Other Way is one of the 90-Day Fiancé franchise's most successful spin-offs, which shows love-struck Americans packing their bags and heading to live with their lovers in multiple parts of the world. With each season, fans are introduced to new countries, new cultures, new romances, and new drama. This time around, viewers are getting to go on a camper van trip with Statler and Dempsey Wilkinson. Fans will accompany Shekinah Garner as she moves to Istanbul for Sarper and follow Josh on his first-ever trip to China to reunite with his wife Lily. James Solis is headed to Indonesia with wife Matalia Solis so she can recover from the mystery condition that ails her. Secretly married couple Joanne and Sean still have to convince naysayers that they're in it for the long run before they can live together in Ireland. And then there's Corona Blakey, who's followed her heart to Ireland to be with Ingy even though it means forfeiting her career. Single mom Shekinah from Los Angeles was raised by her parents in a Mormon lifestyle. However, the eldest out of 6 girls, Shekinah was rebellious and made her parents grow out of the lifestyle and soon moved to Los Angeles. Since she loved makeup and beauty even as a little girl, Shekinah became a trained esthetician. She got into a relationship with a man named Berto when she was 23, and he was 50. They had a daughter together named Sophie. Shekinah decided to send her daughter to boarding school when she moved to Turkey to be with Sarper. Sarper has a shocking past where he'd slept with more than 2,500 women. However, he gave up his bad boy lifestyle to be with Shekinah after meeting her on a dating app. Shekinah also made Sarper lose his female clients because she felt insecure. As Sarper struggled financially, Shekinah also told him they weren't going to have any kids in the future. Despite their arguments over trust issues in The Other Way seasons 5 and 6, Shekinah and Sarper are still together, but she still keeps flying back and forth from LA to Istanbul. Statler from Irving, Texas met Dempsey from Darlington, England on a dating app and fell for her accent. Statler wanted to move to the UK for good, but only told Dempsey about it when they met in person. Dempsey was skeptical about Statler moving too fast, but in the end, accepted her request so they could live together. However, Dempsey was more of a free spirit and didn't like being tied down to a place. She had a lifelong dream of living on an ATV and doing a Euro trip. Although overwhelmed by the idea, Statler decided to join her. However, days before the 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6 premiere, Statler made shocking accusations against Dempsey. She accused Dempsey of cheating on her with a supposed friend and now refers to Dempsey as her ex. Statler and Dempsey don't follow each other on social media. As per screenshots acquired by Shabuti from Statler's Instagram stories, Dempsey is still living rent-free in the camper van while Statler continues paying $700 per month rent for her to do so. Statler said Dempsey is a British gypsy and a scam artist who conned her. Josh from South Carolina is a 42-year-old man who met Lily from China on a language learning app where she was trying to learn Mandarin and Lily was learning English. Lily is 46 years old and lives in Hangzhou, China. Josh was married twice before, while Lily is a single mom with her own cosmetology business. She came to the U.S. 2 years later when Josh proposed to Lily, and 18 days later, they went to Las Vegas to get married. She went home in a month where she runs a successful cosmetology business. She never wanted to live in the U.S. Josh was not going to be able to work in China on his spousal visa and had never been there before. He moved there on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way after selling his belongings. While Josh and Lily hadn't confirmed whether they are still together and if Josh is still living in China, they have joint social media accounts on Instagram TikTok, and Cameo, on which they share Season 6 updates to suggest they are still going strong, but keeping their future on the show a secret. Matalia was an aspiring model and actress who crossed paths with photography enthusiast James on Instagram. James DM'd Matalia and didn't impress her with his "hey there" message, but the couple started talking every day on video calls until he flew to meet her in Indonesia after 2 months. 5 days later, they were engaged. Unlike most other 90-day fiancé, the other way couples who get married on the show, James and Matalia were already married for 2.5 years since Matalia came to the U.S. on a K-1 visa. Unfortunately, the weather in Maine wasn't to Matalia's liking. Matalia started falling sick with a condition where the lymph nodes in her neck swelled to the size of golf balls. She had to go back home to get diagnosed. James was quitting his job at his elevator repair family business to follow Matalia. They had little savings, and James would make a living by making banana chips with her father. Moreover, Matalia learned through a mutual friend that James didn't want children. Despite everything, their social media profiles revealed James and Matalia are still together. Corona is a 30-year-old from Philadelphia letting go of her spot at the University of Pennsylvania for a master's in midwifery so she can move to Iceland and live with her 38-year-old boyfriend, Ingy. Corona knows she's probably the only Black person in Iceland, while Ingy and her have also never discussed marriage. As expected, Ingy and Corona will not have a successful future on the show. Reddit user Electronic Aid 5766 shared a translated version of Ingy's interview with an Icelandic publication where he revealed he and Corona have split, and she's back in the U.S. to study midwifery. New Yorker Joanne and Sean from Ireland are yet to be introduced on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6. They married in secret, and before Joanne could relocate to Ireland, she wanted her sons to meet Sean for the first time. While her sons are skeptical, Joanne's mother will also make her question her decision to get married to a complete stranger and move to Ireland. And as soon as she arrives there with her sons, Joanne is faced with multiple challenges that could threaten her romance with Sean. Still, social media confirms they will overcome them all. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way airs Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on TLC.